charge phone. Yeah, Tone. If you wanna parlay, down low wanna parlay. I just hit a parlay, I'ma throw a party. If you wanna parlay, down low wanna parlay. I just hit a parlay, I'm about to throw a party. I just woke up, it's time to check out my parlay from last night. I hope it's a good day. If I'm on top the leaderboard on Wanna Parlay, that mean it's a good day. Oh yeah, I forgot that the Hawks played. I bet you Jordan Poole have an off day. Guaranteed Travis Hunter made a mouse play. If so, I done cashed on my parlay. 2 picks, 4 picks, 6 picks, 7 picks. Pick your poison. Wanna Parlay, then download the app right now. Come on, join it. If you lose one time, gotta keep on going. Flip them winners, gotta stack them coins. Stay in the race like Jacket Joyner. You'll win if you stack them points up. NBA, CBB, MLS, NFL, MLB. Take your time, build your slip. NHL, MMA, UFC. Yeah, you can go big on big. Yeah, or you can go small on small. World Series, Super Bowl, March Madness, Championship, win them all. If you wanna parlay, down low wanna parlay. I just hit a parlay, I'ma throw a party. If you wanna parlay, down low wanna parlay. I just hit a parlay, I'm about to throw a party.
And we are live. Welcome back to the Wanna Parlay Podcast. I'm Lantz Bell. Below me is ToneTheGoat. This show is brought to you by, of course, yes, you heard, Wanna Parlay, home of the $2 parlay and the world's richest parlay, where every day people are turning $2 into $2,000. We've got a great show for you guys today. We're going to be joined by Ratalia, and she's going to come on for a quick interview, which will be good stuff. And, you know, before we get started, I want to give a little quick announcement. We will now be giving, is it a $2 or $10 entry ticket now, Tone? You wanna take this one over?
For sure. Only parlay app in the world that is doing this, but anyone that comes on and cams up on our podcast, just simply show your face. You'll get a free $2 entry on Wanna Parlay. Now, for anyone who wins, if you're a winner and you come after your win, you'll get a free $10 entry slip automatically just for showing your face. So come get some of these free entries. All you got to do is cam up with me and Lance on the official Wanna Parlay podcast, talk some sports, and give away a few picks, just a 2-man pick. That's all it takes. You know, a 2-man pick. It cannot include a money line. That is our only stipulation. And you get free money. That's it.
Yeah, and I think you could do a money line if it's an underdog, you know, but the biggest thing is we had, of course, it's one of my friends, join the show, his little snake bastard, his name's Papa. He came on and just gave Peyton Pritchard over 13.5 points in that Magic series, which, you know, that's a fair player prop. And then the next, he took the Minnesota Twins money line over the, I think, Colorado Rockies or Chicago White Sox, which are the 2 biggest pieces of dog shit in baseball. So you can't be doing that. You can't take the free cheddar, heavy favorite. But yeah, you know, let's keep moving forward. Let's go to, you know, sadly, where I don't want to be, accountability hour. After going 4-0 to start the week yesterday, I went 0 for 6, folks. 0 for 6. Let's go through it. It's sad. I can't believe I have to show my face. That explains my my tone of voice in that intro. So Warriors money line, that was obviously awful. I mean, they rolled over. Tone knew. Tone had the script. It's all right. I should have listened. You know, I find myself in that situation too many times where I should have just listened to Tone. But you know, here we are. Curry, over 4.5 rebounds. Well, he played 23 minutes and had 3 rebounds. So, you know, if he played the full game and it was an actual competitive ball game, I believe he would have covered that number, but it wasn't. So, you know, another loss. Next, Lakers money line. Yeah, we know how that went. Reeves, over 2.5 threes. We know how that went. LeBron, over 1.5 threes. We know how that went. I'm sick to my fucking stomach, man. LeBron over 2.5 steals plus blocks. He ends with 2. 2 steals. I could have just taken the 1.5 steals. I'm pretty sure that was another slip on Tone's. Well, I got another bet on Tone's slip, or whatever you want to call it. But damn. 0 for 6. Lakers in Cancun. Everything's horrible. The worst start of May I think I've ever had in my life. Tone, go ahead.
Yeah, Lance. I mean, it was bound to happen. You were over there sprinkling fairy dust everywhere, just sweeping every slip that you were putting in. It was bound to happen, man. Those bookies were on your ass. I guarantee you. You bookies that are watching our podcast, I know you're on our ass. It's lighten up, brother, please. Goodness. 0 for 6. You guys were sniping. But I didn't do too much better, Lance. I didn't. I had a few green lights on my parlays and player props, but almost every Laker bet bust. So I start with the Rockets money line. Rockets W, that hit. Warriors Rockets over 203.5. That hit. And this is where it gets ugly. Lakers W didn't hit. Lakers minus 5.5 didn't hit. Lakers over 210.5 didn't hit. Jeez. Austin Reeves 19.5 points. Didn't hit. Jeez. Finney Smith. Dorian. Who the fuck names their child Dorian? Yeah, I'm going in on the fucking Lakers. Now, you motherfuckers blew the fucking 22nd season of the King. How dare you motherfuckers do that shit? Come out here. Fuck, who the fuck names their kid Dorian? I'm just saying, like, where do you even fucking get that name from? A fucking fish movie? Dorian Finney-Smith, 7.5 points. Didn't fucking clear. LeBron James, 2.5 steals plus blocks. God damn it, he's 40. He had 2. I'll take that one. Fucking, but who fucking names their child Dorian? LeBron James, 1.5 steals. He hit. The glorious king. He cleared. How the fuck is a man with 40-year-old legs out there getting 2 steals a game, but fucking Luka Doncic turns into fucking Luke Skywalker out there playing against fucking Anthony Edwards? You got Anthony Edwards walking all down Ferragamo Street or whatever the fucking roads is in LA talking about, yeah, they said Lakers in 7. Well, damn it, it was. Shannon was right. Lakers in 5. He was right. Lakers in 5. Just wasn't the fucking 5 we was talking about. Back to the pitch. DiVincenzo, 13.5 points plus rebounds. Didn't clear. And then I faded Anthony Edwards. I faded AE. Under 27.5. That cleared. And then over to our referee, Lonnie picks. I didn't get Lonnie's all the fucking way. It doesn't even fucking matter. Lakers fucking. Lance, I want to go to a new sport. You can move on. We're not even go over Lonnie picks. It's not even worth it. Fuck it, dude. That was accountable right there.
Dude, I'm sick to my stomach. It hurts. Let's recap last night's games, though. I mean, we can talk Warriors Rockets for a little bit, but we know what that was. About to ask. Hey, good for the Rockets. Home court. Defend your home court, your city. Don't just roll over like some of those other fools did in the purple and gold. It wasn't anything impressive from Jalen Green or something from that standpoint, which we hoped for. Kind of like a bounce back. Something bounce back game to maybe get his feet back under him, because he didn't cover his 15.5 number. And if he's not covering that in a blowout win, it's just, it sounds like the entire team, or I know the entire team was just hot. Couldn't miss. Amen Thompson, 25. Brooks, 24. Sengun, 15. Fred VanVleet, 26 points. And Jalen Green, 11. Yeah, so, these kids had fight. Amen Thompson, bro. Guy's a freak. But yeah, Warriors, you could just tell kind of after the first 5 minutes of the game, it was over. They were waiting to go play this game in game 6 in Golden State, go win there. Draymond Green, 18 points, Curry 23, or Draymond Green 18 minutes, Curry 23 minutes. Like, they didn't even play. This wasn't a game. It is what it is. And I was wrong on it. I thought the Rockets would roll over, but folks, the Warriors did. Tone had the script.
For sure. For sure, Ski. I definitely read that script ahead of time. I was glad they faxed it over to me. I still have a fax machine, guys. They faxed it over to me, and I went over and I got those quick facts. But what I would say is a few things that I pulled away from it. On the high end, on the positive side of things, if I was a Houston Rockets fan, I'm sitting real pretty right now. Not saying they're winning a championship or going super deep like that this year, but to see my team be able to pull it out versus the Warriors, and our star, quote unquote, our star, drops 11, and we still can win. I'll take that any day. And I mean, it was a clear win. They won by 15 points, and Jalen Green only scored 11. So I mean, they have a lot of upside. I've been saying this episode after episode. You know, you give them a little more time, and they might be a force to reckon with in the West, because I'm looking at it like this. You know, I look at it from a business standpoint. Right now, Jalen Green, he has a lot of equity and stock. He could be a movable piece. I'm just gonna be all the way honest, because if you got Dylan Brooks coming out giving 20 plus, you got Amen Thompson doing Jalen Green numbers. I mean, Amen Thompson 25.6 rebounds, 3 assists, 5 steals, 3 blocks. Do you fucking hear this stat line? 25 points, 5 steals, 3 blocks, 3 assists, and 6 rebounds. Fucking crazy. So that would have me looking at things like, man, I might be able to get 2 or 3 pieces for Jalen Green, because I'm pretty sure some teams out there would love to have a Jalen Green, would love to have a young stud, you know, who's not all the way polished, but, you know, a Wizards could use him, a Brooklyn can use him, a Philly could use him, Miami could use him. There's a lot of teams out there that could use Jalen Green. So I think the Rockets have a lot of upside. Now, on the other side, Rockets and Rockets fan and Rockets Nation, don't get too happy and beside yourself, because you are not going to see too many games where Steph Curry drops 13, Jimmy Butler drops 8, and Draymond Green has 1 assist and 1 rebound. You are not, I repeat, you are not gonna see this type of stat line too many times from the Warriors, if not no more during the rest of the playoffs. So yeah, the Warriors lost that one, but you know, you watched yesterday's episode, you'll clearly see I called that one out, and it rained in. You know, it did what it did, Lance.
Yeah, no, we went to war on that one, and it was belt to ass so early. So I feel you know, that just adds on to my 0-6. It's called 0-7. You know, it was just a tough day to be me yesterday. But hey, we bounced back. You know, probably in a month, because that Lakers loss was fucking devastating. But yeah, let's move on to that game. That glorious game. I mean, this was the first game on the Timberwolves that Rudy Gobert looked worth his $200 million contract. He had 27 and 24 on our head. It was sickening. It was sickening to watch. This guy looked like prime Patrick Ewing, fucking Olajuwon, fucking Shaq, for if you want to. I mean, this guy was clearly dominating us on the paint, on the boards, the whole facet of it. 2 blocks. Yeah. Julius Randle, physical basketball. He played well. He did his job. He was 8 for 16, pretty efficient. 1 for 6 from threes. But this is the shit I want to be talking about. Motherfucking Anthony Edwards. Like, we're all going to just hop on this bandwagon and start glazing the fuck out of him. I mean, if LeBron James shot 5 for 19 in a playoff game, he would be fucking hung in the streets. They would kill him. They would flame him to eternity. They would banish him to hell, the gates of hell. 5 for 19, 15 points, and you win a playoff game. Doesn't that just go to show it has nothing to do with Ant over Braun right now, or Ant over Luka? The Minnesota Timberwolves are a better roster than the Los Angeles Lakers. When the trade was made for Anthony Davis, nobody said this is a trade to go win a championship this year. They said it maybe for Dallas because they were still healthy. But it was not for the Lakers to win a championship this year. It was the move off of an aging all-defensive player who's 31, probably going to be 32 by next season, for a 26-year-old superstar that was just handed to our feet. And, you know, the Lakers will now be be in contention for the next 10 years. But, of course, when he gets traded here, they start balling out. They started balling out. And they got all of us, Laker Nation, got all our hopes up. We were all thinking chip. This year's a chip. But clearly, we were shown by the Minnesota Timberwolves that our roster is not nearly good enough to compete for an NBA championship. I mean, Rudy Gobert, 27 points, 24 rebounds. He's never done that in his fucking life. Rudy Gobert doesn't even know how to be nice. He doesn't even know. I mean, I watch him shoot free throws in the same game, and it looks like I gotta watch my mouth, but I'm gonna call him something. It starts with the R, ends with the E-tard. I don't want to use that word, but he can't even shoot free throws. But he's got 27, 24 on our head. Oh, man, Tone, go ahead.
Yeah, Lance, the pain is real, man. We wrapped it up last night, but like a true Laker, you know what I'm saying? We're not backing out on our squad. We're gonna come back better and stronger next year. I don't want to fast forward real quick, but I will just throw that out there. When we go on that market and put our bid in for Giannis and we make some moves, if we get Giannis over there, I'm excited to see what next year can bring for us. And just honestly speaking, now that the season is over with and we're not in the moment and in the limelight and distracted and, not focused on what the big picture is. I mean, because when has LeBron James ever traded mid-season for a star or stud and it just immediately clicks? So I would love to see what this offseason brings when more and more chemistry comes about, when we swap out a few more pieces. Like I was saying with the Dorian, I'm sold on Dorian. They can let Dorian go. They can let Vanderbilt go as well. We can let Jackson go as well. It's a few cleanups that we need to do, which we're gonna do. I mean, it's LA, baby. It's only gonna get better. And for those people that love to quickly paint they're get Giannis, that's unfair. People, I don't care what superstars you put together, as we have seen over the last 20 years of basketball since super teams was created, because there's no fucking way that Gary Payton and Karl Malone and Kobe Bryant or these kind of should not have won. Steve Nash and fucking Kobe. It's been plenty of superstar-studded teams, and it just doesn't click. So just because we may get Giannis, that doesn't automatically deem us to be the champs. Do not do that. You know what I'm saying? Because when you have well-put-together teams, we see that those teams outlast teams when you have a big-headed three or what we seen it in Brooklyn, we seen it with the Clippers, we seen it in Houston before, we seen it in OKC. Sometimes it just doesn't work. So let us cook. Giannis deserves a better place, as we know. God damn it, we've been saying this on the podcast. Giannis deserves a better place. And the way they went out and the way that Dame and Giannis didn't come together, the way that they needed it, Giannis deserves a better place. Now, all praises go to the Timberwolves. I'm not a sore loser at all. And I stand on the other side of the coin when it comes to Anthony Edwards than Lantz. You know what I'm saying? Anthony Edwards is a homegrown boy for me. He's from Atlanta. He graduated from the same high school that my mom graduated from, Thurl High School, Southwest Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? All of that. I love Ant. And I feel like he's not even gonna be. Ant is a superstar now. Ever since the greats in the NBA right now, they keep praising him. You know what I'm saying? From the KDs to the Bron. I seen a little clip last night after the game between Bron and Ant, and Bron was like, hey, you know what the next step is? Go handle that. Bron basically telling him like, hey, go finish the job. You know what I'm saying? You respect now go do that shit. Go win it. And I feel like anytime a team beats my team, goddamn it, I want that team to win it. Because goddamn it, I just feel like, like that's how I am. I always am when my teams get beat. Like, damn it, go win it all now that you beat my team. Because I'd be damned if you beat us and don't go win it all. Like, what the fuck? We get beat by the best, goddamn it. If we get beat, goddamn it, we don't lose to no chumps. Now go win that shit. Go Barry. Go elbow everybody out the fucking way. Them pointed ass elbows you got, go do all. You better go Bear. You better have 20 rebounds in every series from here on out. You better not just play like that versus the fucking Lakers. Don't disappear, Go Bear. Go Bert, go Bear. Don't you fucking catch COVID again. Don't you do that shit. But yeah, all in all, man, all praise to the Wolves. Shout out to AE. I love his cockiness, man. He ain't nothing but a Jordan repeat. I think he's more of a Jordan repeat than Kobe was. It's crazy how just the antics, his cockiness. I think Kobe was a little less cocky than fucking Anthony Edwards this early in his career. Like, his cockiness is out of this fucking world. He's more cockier than Shador, if you ask me. So, you have no choice but to back that shit up and go back it up, because if you don't, they're gonna be saying some other shit about you. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, you hit it right on the nail. Of course I do salute, the winning team and all that. And Anthony Edwards, I'm not, trying to discredit that he's not a great player. But I'm just saying, these arguments of where Anthony Edwards is a better all-around player than Luka Doncic. I'm like, bro, this isn't what that's not the argument here. This was team versus team. And that's why, 5 for 19, 0 for 11 from 3, and you win. Like, that's your best player and you win. If Luka or LeBron did that, they are actually being killed, like crucified, murdered in the fucking streets.
On the cross.
Yeah, like that shit would never fly. Would never fly. But, and then they win and you have like a Gobert, he did it's just brutal. I mean, the bench was awful for the Timberwolves. It really just, Rudy Gobert and Julius Randle put the team on their back. 2 names I would fucking never in the history of my life thought would be important in a playoff series. I just never would have guessed it. Julius Randle, no. That guy's not built, let me watch my mouth now. I didn't think that guy was built for the playoffs, but man, was I wrong? And I have a scary feeling that Minnesota is going to fall off a cliff next series. And that would be even more unfortunate, because then if they, not only beat us in 5, but also get built to ass by their next matchup, that would not be a good look. So, I wish him the best. Anthony Edwards, salute to you. You are a great player, but 5 for 19, I just thought in a game 5 on the road, and you win. How do you win? I mean, you combine, that's 11 for 43. 11 for 43 combined between Anthony Edwards, Dante DiVincenzo, and Nickeil Alexander-Walker. 11 for 43. And they win. Like, that's horrible. It's horrible. It just wasn't meant to be. It wasn't meant to be. Clearly showed the holes on our roster. And Austin Reeves, I'm kind of sold on you, buddy. That was shit. That was a horrible showing from you in the playoffs. Each game. That was shit. 2 for 10 in an elimination game. Yeah. I guess you could say LeBron, 1 for 5 from 3, but I don't know, man. And then this is where I get into the argument. I'm like, should LeBron take a pay cut? Made to build the roster, because you're 40. We can't rely on you to be, the Superman, the Goliath. We can't rely on Luka either, because he's just not built for that. You watch him on defense, he's a fucking parking cone. And then if we're going to do that, we need a rim protector. Dorian Finney-Smith and Rui Hachimura. Don't get me wrong. Dorian Finney-Smith does a lot on the defensive side of the ball that doesn't show in the box score. So I actually am a Dorian fan. I know you were just saying, who fuck names your kid Dorian? And honestly, I second that. Who does that? Why would you curse your son like that? Whatever. But Rui, he hits threes. So, it really came down. LeBron, Reeves, and Luka. Just got to be better. I don't know. It's sickening. It's tough. But, I really wish I had some of our Braun haters here in the chat, because I'd love to hear what they have to say. But they're no show, so we'll keep moving forward. All right. For the interview, Tone, do we know the status on that?
I'm trying to check right now, Lance. It's funny. They're frustrated because they're trying to get their Wanna account rolling, and they're in the talks with customer support right now. So I'm trying to see if I can wing them over.
Oh, no worries.
Yeah.
I'll keep sitting here. Go ahead.
On that. Jared Vanderbilt gave Vincent Max Kleber They all played minutes. They were all 0 for something. That
was a crazy sub. Wait. Actually, great fucking way to pull that name out of the fucking dust. Maxi Kleba. How the fuck are we going to put him in the game? I mean, I get it. We're getting dominated on the boards. But this guy hasn't played. Not only do I think it's months, I don't think he played in years. Like, he had like a broken foot or like some gnarly injury. They said he didn't even practice with the team like so far this playoffs. Like, he hasn't practiced. And we put his ass in the game.
Man, those minutes could have went to Bronny or Dalton. I'm just saying. It was 3 minutes, I think. But Maxi Kleber.
At the final 5 minutes of our season. The final 5 minutes
of the season. And he may not even be in a Lakers jersey next year. That is weird as fuck. Like, I don't even get that. Like, what the
yeah, so
like
it's
20 years from now, he probably got the least minutes in the Lakers jersey. 20 years from now, he probably goes down as least minutes played in the Lakers jersey in the playoffs.
It's just insane. I mean, now I'm looking at the team stats. I'm really, looking each team. They shot 40% from the field. We shot 42% from the field. So they had 3 more made field goals. We had 4 more made threes. We shot 29% from 3. They shot 14% from 3.
Goodness.
And then the free throw differential, you got to win these games. It was right there for us. And we just couldn't hit a fucking shot. We couldn't play offense. We have no goddamn legs. I mean, our guy, Austin Reeves, you have the mismatch every fucking possession. You couldn't man up. So I'm done with you, bro. Like, you're not... You have a lot to prove next season because I don't give a fuck about you no more. Like, you could... we could trade you for a bag of chips. Give me Lay's, a little barbecue action. The fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. That's horrible.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
There's got to be changes.
Cooper flag. We need to swap out Austin for Cooper, goddammit. Shit.
That'd be, of course that'd be awesome. But no, I don't know what the problem is we have Austin on such a discount. So he should just be our Peyton Pritchard. He should be our 6th man. We need to find another 3-and-D piece that can go fucking stand there and hold his own.
Second that. I like that.
How many years has Miles Turner just been on the fucking Lakers trade block of ideas? Like 8 years, 8 years or something there in Indiana. And I'm like, Miles Turner would be a great piece, Now, the more and more I see it, I'm like a 6'9" rim protector. He's not the best rebounder in the world, but he's just a fucking body. And he will shoot the 3. He's not afraid of it and will just do his job. I'm like, fuck. We don't have a 5.
Williams.
Yeah, Mark Williams.
Mark Williams yesterday immediately after the loss, he tweeted an emoji.
Yeah. I think on his Instagram story, he's doing the rest in peace bozo or whatever, just completely, and rightfully so. He should clown the shit out of us. I mean, why did we wanted to keep Connect on the bench?
Man.
And this is another thing about Rob Pelinka, the fucking Lakers GM. If he wasn't blessed with this fucking Luka trade, he's been an absolute damn near failure. He hasn't done anything. He told teams that THT was untouchable.
Yeah. I don't blame, like, after looking in detail and understanding the whole scheme of things, I do not blame JJ yesterday, but I hate the fact that he had to play a 40-year-old at center for 40 minutes because the team couldn't acquire a big man. Like, we literally just played a 40-year-old against Rudy Gobert, who's 4 inches taller, 5 maybe. We played a 6'8", 40-year-old at center for 40 minutes and played no big man the entire game. Alex Lynn and fucking Jax Hayes played 0 minutes. That's some crazy. That's a crazy deck of cards to have to work with right there for JJ Redick, man.
Yeah, I wish I could just see more why Jackson Hayes didn't play. Because at some point it's like, all right, fuck this, Jackson, get in the game. Go box out. I don't give a damn. Go suck, but just box out.
Yeah,
just go put a body on a body, and the rest of it, I guess it won't be pretty, but just go do something. unfortunate. It's unfortunate. All right. It's just sickening. What do we got going on tonight? We got Knicks Pistons in Detroit. And then we got Nuggets Clippers in LA. So we have two teams that are up 3-2 that are going on the road to avoid Game 7. Wow. All right, let's dive into these. I'm gonna hop into this Knicks Pistons. This is tough. The line, Pistons are favored right now. Pistons are favored, so they're favored to make it a Game 7. If that's the case, man, I will be so excited. I really hope the Pistons win. I've been tooting this Pistons bandwagon, this Cade Cunningham bandwagon. He's all time. He's a beast. I really, and we're at the point of the series where it's like there's not that much predicting I can do other than just hope. I'm just hoping that Cade Cunningham can really pull it off and get it done. I hope his teammates are hitting shots and doing, their job around him. And I hope we get this done. But, the Knicks aren't going to go down without a fight. They're going to scrap. They got bodies they can throw at Cade, and they're going to do the best they can. And this is going to be a good-ass game. This is going to be cinema. This is why you watch NBA basketball. This is the best part of the playoffs. Situations like these. The worst part of the NBA in the playoffs is watching the Lakers get, bounced in 5 in the first round as the 3 seed by the 6 seed T-Wolves. That's the worst part of NBA basketball. But the best part is watching young teams like the Pistons try to overcome their adversity and, try to move on to the Eastern Conference semifinals, So personally, I'm so biased. I'm taking Pistons. I want them to win. I want a Game 7. Best 2 words in sports. Game 7. Tone, got anything?
Pistons Knicks tonight is going to be a good one. Pistons Knicks, man. I've been loving this series. They've been giving us one. They've been keeping the legendary rivalry going. I love the Detroit New York rivalry. I love seeing those blue and red jerseys go against those blue and orange jerseys. I think it's great for basketball. It's great for the NBA. It's great for the culture. Also, I'm loving just to see Detroit just have a good team, man. They had a long run of some shitty baskball. I mean, a long run. So I'm loving seeing Cade thrive out there. I'm loving seeing Twin thrive out there. Tobias Harris has always had his career has always been like this. I haven't seen Tobias take too much of a decline. He has his off games, this and the third, but he is reliable, especially when he doesn't have to be like the main or the second or even the third. Beef Stew over there, I think he's a baby Draymond. If he sharpen up over these next few years on just cleaning the glass a little more and cutting down on fouls, he's gonna be probably Ben Wallace 2.0. And then there's a player I'm forgetting over there in Detroit. But then on the flip side, the Knicks, like I've been bragging on Brunson and Hart heavily. I've been talking about their chemistry all the way back to their college days. When the Knicks pulled Josh Hart over there, that was a masterful move. That was a chess move. And then bringing Cat over there and still having those pieces around those guys, the Anunoby and the Bridges, they are stacked. Now, I see a 7-game series over there. I see Pistons winning tonight in Detroit. I see a hostile Detroit crowd, a very hostile Detroit crowd. This is Game 7 for them in Detroit tonight. So I don't see them coming with nothing less than intensity. Those young boys going to be running that floor. The crowd is going to be out there heavily. Spike Lee is probably going to be in Detroit tonight. That's how he rolls. He's going to be following his team, and it's just going to be lit, man. And as a basketball fan, what better place can you have a Game 7 in? Like Game 7 in Madison Square Garden, Pistons versus Knicks. That's it right there. So I'm all for it. I'm all for that, Lance.
Oh, I mean, that might be the definition of aura. Game 7, Madison Square Garden. the young buck, Cade Cunningham, leading the Detroit Pistons back from 3-1 on a goddamn mission. Are you kidding me? Please, Detroit, win. Yeah. Just win. Do whatever it takes. I mean, they already know. I don't need to tell them. Man, that would be unbelievable. All right. Let's move on. Denver versus Clippers. This one I want over tonight. I want Denver to move on. I think Denver's my new team. Because I also am. I agree with you, Tone, on when you get beat by a team, like you normally root for that team. But I'm so pissed off about the fucking Timberwolves. I just know Rudy Gobert and Julius Randle are never doing that again in their lives in the playoffs. Don't get me wrong, and then this isn't my shade towards Ant. I know I've been talking shit. It seems like I've been targeting Ant. Great player, great kid. Well, actually, I mean, there's some things we don't need to get into that. But he means well, at least you'd imagine. And he's got a good smile, good energy, talks shit. He's not afraid of nobody, which is awesome for the league. But Gobert and fucking Julius Randle, no fucking way. No way they ever are the reason you win a playoff series ever again. But who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. I've been wrong before. I've been 0 for 7 in a night. But all right, Nuggets Clippers at Clippers. Clippers are -6.5, so they're pretty decently favored. I'm gonna be honest. I want the Nuggets, and I think it's gonna be Nuggets. I don't, James Harden had his one or couple good games this series. He's going to come out and not be great. I mean, he'll facilitate, but I feel like he's not going to be efficient. That's just a classic James Harden playoffs. Jokic is going to be a beast. Murray is a beast this time of the year. I mean, he had 40 that last game. If you can get vintage Kawhi and he can come out and, do some serious damage for them, then, maybe where it's a different story. But I don't know if Kawhi has it still in the tank. I think he just had that one masterful game. It's a new era. It's a new NBA. It's just, you face it with LeBron. He's 40. He's still great. He's still the GOAT, but it's like he's 40, guys. Jordan at 40, anyone that's at 40, they're bum shit, not even making the playoffs, not even in the dance. So, this new generation, I think this is what I'm starting to realize. Maybe it's time to move on. Maybe it's time to start accepting that it's a new era. It's a new generation. It all starts with Nikola Jokic because he's the best player of this new generation right now. There's obviously going to be people to contend for that and really try to take over that best player. And that opens up if Jokic does not make... if Jokic loses, I was going to say, if Jokic loses this series, I was going to say the best player in the world argument opens up. But it looks like they're going to get by this one. And then next they'll have OKC. And that'll basically be, the official who's the best player in the world. Is it Shea or is it Jokic? And then because, Giannis has been bounced in the first round 2 years in a row. And then, there's not really, I don't really have anyone else. I guess Tatum. But I'm not putting Tatum as best player in the world. I would never do that. Fuck no. His team's too good. I watched him shoot. He went 5-0 in the playoffs last year, shooting under 50% from the field. Like that's weird. I didn't know that was possible for, great player. So yeah, that's the tough part with this new era, though. There's some teams that are just so built and so good that you don't need the best player to be the best every night. And we got so used to an NBA where, LeBron was the best player on the best team every single night. Was never not the best. Like he was always the best and always came through. And it's a new league. It's a new era. But back to Clippers Nuggets. I think Nuggets take it. I think the Clippers might roll over, but I don't know. What do you think, Tone? Talk to me.
I want this over. I'm agreeing with you. It's crazy, Lance, how we've just built this amazing chemistry over this small part of period of time on this podcast. But I'm right with my brother on this one. I'm ready to get it over with. I'm not a Kawhi fan. If you watch the playbacks of the previous episodes, I was saying a 7-game series for the Clippers and Denver. But fuck it, the Lakers lost. So get the fucking other LA team out of here. I'm not fucking for it. Get the fuck out of here. Go to fucking Cancun. Get the Clippers are still in, so get them the fuck out. Denver, do us a favor tonight. I see Nikola Jokic, the best player in the fucking world right now. I see him coming out. I got him on my bet lines tonight. He's going over 22.5 points, not points, assists plus rebounds. He's going to go out there and he's going to be that one gorilla that we keep talking about going against 100 people. Nikola Jokic is going to be that one gorilla tonight. He's going to come out and have that fucking hellified performance. And I watch this shit back and remember I told you, because the Clippers, they go fishing or something. The Lakers are gone. It's time for you to take your ex. So you stayed in one day longer than the Lakers. Now go to fucking Cancun. It's over with. I'm done with it. Kawhi, you are a lie. Westbrook got you guys' number. He's gonna be playing for a championship this year, and you guys are gonna be at home. James Harden, fucking go get some new beer oil and promote your wine. I mean, go make some of that side money. It's tons of things you could be fucking doing. New Balance is on the phone, Kawhi. You got to go get your alignment recalibrated. You don't have any more balance, Kawhi. New Balance is calling. They're on the line. But yeah, fucking Denver in 6.
You reaching with that New Balance and Kawhi. Holy shit. That's so goddamn funny. Yeah, man. And we agree. We want Nuggets in 6. Honestly, and with the Nuggets not being in our path, I'm kind of rooting for them. I'm kind of rooting for this little redemption tour they're going on because, in 2023 when they won it all, they had a fucking stacked roster. Like, it was disgusting. Not only did they have their big four, but they also had the young kid, he's still there, Brown, coming off the bench, but they had KCP starting instead of him, bona fide 3-and-D, and this was KCP's prime when he was actually fucking nice. So that was their starting 5. And then remember that Bruce Brown off the bench? He was essential in that playoff run. And, that was great stuff. And now, some of those pieces had to part because of money and salary cap and things like that. And now, with the firing of the coach, they got the assistant coach coaching, which is also crazy. They're just fucking balls to the wall, letting it fly. And, that's why I'm finding myself rooting for them. So it's good stuff. It'll be exciting to watch. Nuggets in 6. Very nice. All right. How are we doing? Still waiting on an interview? Still working? I mean, I got nowhere to be, so it's no worries.
I'm here. I'm gonna follow up again. But yeah, I'm here. And we can if you want, you go ahead. I was
going to say, should we try to think of a heat check idea and just go no referee?
For sure, if you want, I'm down for it.
All right, we'll give it a couple minutes. Got to think of an idea what to debate. Let's go to ChatGPT. What can ChatGPT give me? What should I debate? NBA debate with my co-host Tone the Goat. Is Jason Tatum actually a true superstar or just a high-level role player in disguise? Crazy one, ChatGPT. Holy shit. Trying to piss some people off. Would you rather build around Anthony Edwards or Luka Doncic for the next 5 years? Wow, that's a pretty good one. All right. Well, shit, that might. I'll read a couple more. We'll see. Did LeBron hurt or help the Lakers' long-term future with his 2020 title run? 1 ring, but at what cost is what? Jeez, fuck. That's a little too real for me, bro. Calm down now. Was the Warriors dynasty overrated because of Kevin Durant? Would Steph have won as many more without him. Ooh, sneaky one.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute, because think about it. They lose in 2016. They knew they had no answer.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute. That's pretty good. ChatGPT kind of cooking.
ChatGTP is cooking.
Is Victor Wembanyama the best rookie defender in NBA history already? I feel like best rookie defender, I don't know one better. Maybe David Robinson, but my ball knowledge only can go back to looking at stats. I can't see the games. I mean, obviously I could go watch film, but
I think you should give Lonnie all of those, by the way. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm like, these are actually kind of good.
Jeez.
Who's the more fraudulent star in the NBA right now? De'Aaron Fox? Julius Randle? Not Julius Randle. Julius Randle's stock is at an all-time high right now, even though I think it's very inflated, but...
Yeah. Any team at this moment would take Julius at this moment.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Do advanced stats ruin the eye test in MVP debates? Why Jokic gets love and guys like Booker and others get left behind? Interesting. I think that one's reaching a little bit because, eye test, you watch Jokic, the guy's a freak. But it's not bad. Which team is pretending in the playoffs right now? Knicks? I'd say Knicks. Timberwolves for me. I know they beat us, but it was just a mismatch of roster. Like, our roster was clearly not good enough. I mean, the greatness of Luka and LeBron willed us to a 3 seed, and then once we got exposed in the playoffs, like we need to revamp the roster. Is load management ruining NBA fandom or saving NBA careers? Interesting. Is Jimmy Butler really him or just a myth who shows up once every 10 games? Jimmy Butler's him. I'm giving Jimmy Butler his flowers. Jimmy Butler's him. But that's funny. That GPT cooking.
Yo, a fun fact I just found out, Lance. Did you know Magic Johnson in his rookie year made the All-Star team, won Finals MVP and a championship?
I didn't get to that. I didn't get to that part of the debate when we were talking the Mount Rushmore. I didn't because you brought up.
That was a good point.
I forget what you brought up. It was something about. It was something about Kareem or something where I knew I was going to come in and it's the 1980 finals because he's drafted in 79. It's the 80 finals against the Sixers. Kareem turns his ankle, I think, late game 5 or something. And they sub in rookie Magic, and he has like 45 and 18 or something in the final game. Hold on, let me. 1980 NBA final. Yeah, so game 5. Yeah, Magic had 42 and 15 in game 6 to clinch it at Philly. And they Yo,
that is wild.
That's why I'm like, Magic motherfucking Johnson. I'm like, don't get me wrong. Like, it was cut short. And we know exactly why. We'll stay away from that part, but man, he was a freak. He was like that. Well, shit, I guess that goes with what else I was saying. Like, calm down. But, yeah, no, it was insane. I can't believe when, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is 32 years old when Magic was drafted. He's already 32.
That is wild.
So that's why when we were going into it, I'm like, dude, Kareem couldn't do anything in LA by himself. Like, he was putting up insane numbers. Yeah, I think he won league MVPs, but he couldn't do shit and couldn't advance and win. And then of course, then he comes in with what's his name, Magic. And I was also curious. I wish I had an old head that I could, really bounce these ideas off and really pick their brain about. Was Oscar Robertson that great?
Robertson was a bad boy.
I know, but he won. How many rings did he win? Listen, because I'm about to go.
How many rings did Oscar win?
I only know one with Kareem.
Yeah. Is that the one in Milwaukee, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he only has one championship in his career with the greatest center ever and like that freak show talent. And my whole argument of where I'm going to go, I'm like, is he just the 1960s Russell Westbrook?
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Where would you put Russell, and then where's Russell Westbrook all the time? I mean, we've heard how that argument, people, how they feel about him and things like that. So I'm like, is Oscar Robertson as great as, don't get me wrong, I get it. Like, I'm not trying to disrespect him or in anything, but I'm like, was he just the 1960s Russell Westbrook? Because he only won ring with Kareem. And I've heard so many great things, and you have to put him above in this argument. You have to put him like right by top 10, but something. And I'm like, hey, okay. But
the year he won with Kareem?
Yeah, I think it was 71.
71. Okay, his third year with the Bucks.
He had already,
games. I mean, he definitely contributed 17.4 points, 5 rebounds a game, 7 assists as a 3-year player. Point guard. I give him that. But what's more impressive is just over his career, he's always played pretty much damn near the season. That's what that stands out. And then the last 3 years of his career, he averaged a triple-double. So at your oldest point, you averaged a triple-double. I would love to see what the league was like then. Like, who was these triple-doubles going against? And you know what? Lance? No, this is backwards. So the Bucks was his last year's.
The Bucks were his last year's. He started in 60-61 and came out, as a rookie of the year, MVP, averaging 30, 10, and 9.7.
Yeah. I don't know, though, Lance, because that decline was real, and then winning that ring at the end of your career with Kareem then. See, I thought it was that I was looking at it different. This changes the narrative. I would simply place Russell right above Oscar. I don't know where they both fall on the top 100, but I would put Russell slightly over Oscar. I think his career maturated way better. I mean, even right now in the late years of his career, if Russell wins one with Nikola Jokic,
isn't it like the same? Close.
I think it is. Now that I'm looking, you're right. Now that's funny.
I had this weird thought. I don't know why. I don't know what. It was literally like last night. I don't know how it came about, but somehow I started thinking. I was like Oscar, and I'm like. I didn't even look it up. I'm like, is he just the 1960s Russell Westbrook? The old heads will all tell you. They'll all get so bent out of shape about if you don't have Oscar high up on your list. But they're the same people that hate to, completely disrespect Russell Westbrook.
Yeah. I also think, Lance, it's just so easy to respect a person's legacy after they're done.
Yeah, true. No, true. 100%. 100%. People have personally, I never had Kobe in my top 5. He was at the end of my top, right in there at top 10. Like I wouldn't tell you Kobe Bryant over Tim Duncan. But nowadays, especially with the passing, obviously, no disrespect, all the respect in the world to Mamba. He lived right here, right in my hometown, right here. He's a legend.
Kobe's a tough one for me, Lance. I was the exact same way when Kobe was alive. Like Kobe wasn't in my top 5. And I always, just from my personal eye test and from my personal opinion, people, that's another thing you guys got to know when you're debating and this, that, and the third. A lot of things are opinion based. It's just which one came across the best and this, that, and the third. But AI was always in front of Kobe on my greatest players list and all of that. I feel like Kobe was blessed with a better team, a better coach, a better situation, a better everything, career wise. AI was never blessed with any of those kind of things. And I just feel like pound for pound, AI goes down. Like me personally, I still, because I remember watching this guy live, and I remember him literally making me go outside and just try these moves after literally seeing what he was doing. I remember there was a website called Iverson Domain, and you can literally go there and watch the breakdown of the crossover moves, and it was like it was crazy. But like, I still put Iverson over Curry. And I would debate that with people any day. And that's not taking nothing away from Curry. But I just feel like pound for pound, like without Stephen Curry's shot, what do we debate on? You have layers of Iverson, and he's broke down some of your greatest. Like even just with people doing moves today, a lot of that derived from Iverson. Like, before Iverson, the crossover was Tim Hardaway. But if you look at Tim Hardaway crossover and you look at fucking Iverson crossover, it's a whole different fucking dynamic of crossover. It's a whole different, you know what I'm saying?
100%. And that's why when you had him on your Mount Rushmore, I was not, it's not surprised. I partially would agree, because his handle of the basketball changed basketball's handles in the landscape forever. Everyone saw Iverson, how he had the ball on a string, and they're like, all right, I want to be like that guy. Like that he's the guy. So that's why I feel like a lot of these, have you ever had like a childhood movie? Like a childhood movie that when it's your favorite movie, things like that, and you kind of watch it back 20 years later, and you're like, shit kind of sucks. This wasn't that good of a movie, but hey, I love it. I loved it at the time, and it's the nostalgia factor and things like that. So that's where I'm like, Oscar Robertson, go ahead.
Not to interrupt you, but one more thing that I want to take away, because like you said, the handles, but with people like Iverson, once people's careers finish, I like to see the maturation of the influence of their legacy, and respectfully, I just don't see as many players wearing 8 or 24. Like, do you know how many generations of threes we had after Iverson? And it's literally, no joke, people, this is literally because of Iverson. Before Iverson, who was the popular 3? Who wore jersey 3? It's like Deion with 21. Do you know how many generations of 21s came after Deion just because he popularized that number? We wouldn't have the Chris Pauls and if you go look at the number 3s after Iverson did what he did.
D-Wade, Chris Paul, goes down. You got to think of a few, yeah.
Then the cornrows. Cornrows are still going now. They came back. The parts, and that's Iverson. The tattoos and the sleeve. That is fucking Iverson. LeBron James wears a fucking sleeve. If you ask LeBron James where that came from, he will tell you. There's, the tattoos. You go look at the maturation of the game. That didn't come about until Iverson. He broke down those barriers and walls. He stood in those fucking press conferences and shit with street clothes on. So to where now people can do that now. So I just feel like his influence is way underappreciated when you're talking about after it's done and the legacy left behind and what people carry and take with them to better them and mold their game.
100%. And he's definitely, I'd probably say he's top 5 for me as most influential NBA players, but obviously I didn't have him on my Mount Rushmore, but I'm like, I wouldn't tell you're wrong if you did. Like, on the show I was like, I see why you have Iverson. Like, don't get me wrong. So yeah, that was an awesome debate. That was good stuff. I'm looking at this. So Oscar averaged a triple-double in 62. And that was the only year he did it. But in 63, 64, he was off by 0.1 rebounds. It was damn near a triple-double his whole career. But I'm like, yeah. He might just be the 1960s Russell Westbrook, but you don't have enough competent people that were alive then that could tell you about it. People that could pay attention then are old as shit now. You gotta know old people to really get a feel. Yeah. Wait, but he was still. How many MVPs did I? Let's just look. MVPs, Oscar Robertson. One-time winner of the MVP. He's literally Russell Westbrook. This might be Russell. If Russell Westbrook wins I now might be the biggest Nuggets fan. There might be my new team for this playoffs, just to keep me interested. Because that's insane. That's insane. Oh, so it's showing me what he placed as the MVP. So he's 5th, 3rd. Wow. Well, you learn something new every day, Tone. I feel like we fucking digest. That was good stuff. That was incredible. Any word?
Snow, I have my homeboy Snow. He's about to come on in a sec. He's getting the Discord situated. But yeah, he's coming on in a sec.
But no, sounds good. Sweet. Man, I can't wait to start using this. Because nobody I haven't heard anybody ever talk about this like this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm not trying to be disrespectful to Oscar Robertson by any means. Because Russell Westbrook's also an all-time great player.
Sometimes truth is hurtful and disrespectful to people sometimes, Lance, but we got to keep it real.
We got to keep it real. He's the 1960s Russell Westbrook. And I know he might have been doing things that you'd never seen before, then, but, then keep your mouth shut when you're talking about Russell Westbrook, because a lot of people like to disrespect him. I'm like, hold on now. Did they keep track of turnovers? No.
Back then they didn't.
No.
You better know he had an extreme amount.
Yeah, I mean, just such a high usage rating. I mean, obviously it's not going to have advanced stats, but dude, he's playing. There's a few seasons in a row he's playing 45 minutes a game, 46 minutes a game. That's also insane, by the way. That's also insane. Wow. Good stuff. But yeah, no, these topics for heat check, those would definitely be fire. All right. Well, as we kind of sit here and kill some time. Pirates are playing the Cubs.
It's live. Yep.
Pirates playing the Cubs. Let's take a look. Who's pitching? Is it Skeens? Oh, yeah. Okay. I was going to say, if they're winning and shutting out, it's got to be Skeens. And it is Paul Skeens. He's got a K, 1 strikeout. And then Diamondbacks Mets just started. Minnesota. Yeah. Ooh, jeez. Tell me the bit rate. What does that mean?
Bit rate. That's what is that, a song or something, or a audio clip?
The audio stream's bit rate 0 is lower than the recommended bit rate. We recommend that you use stream.
No, you.
I don't think it. No, I'm just looking at shit. I'm really just sitting here. We sitting here, we grinding.
All right, yeah, we should have someone on in a few, Lance.
No worries. There hasn't been anyone in the chat, so it's like, we're not really bouncing off anyone, so it's kind of just me and you just sitting here, so no worries.
Perfect.
Yeah, and I got my boy hopping on for a second just to talk ball, because I just want to hear him rant. He's not happy that the Timberwolves beat us. He's not an Ant fan at all. So this will be funny, just for the time being. Why not? There he is, man, the myth, the legend, Pops. How we doing?
Wow.
How we feeling? How's the start to your birth month?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, it is. A lot better. Then we just gotta forget about yesterday. Don't think about LeBron. Don't think about the Lakers. Think about my birthday.
Well, this is my worst start of May ever. So
Oh, shit.
it's unfortunate.
It's been a tough year, The start of the new year, we see Oregon just get steamrolled by Ohio State. And then yesterday we see the Lakers win the first round. But it's always darkest before the dawn, So I might have to start betting again.
There you go. Oh, so dude, Pops, we kind of went in deep dive some NBA archives, and we found out where would you have and this is just a raw guess or whatever, you don't have to think that hard about it, but where would you have Oscar Robertson all time?
Oh God, I mean probably top 20 somewhere. I don't think he's top 10.
So yeah, but okay, where would you have Russell Westbrook all time?
Probably a similar range, maybe like right in front of him. I mean, I don't.
So you would have Russell Westbrook as a top 20 player all time in the NBA's history?
You're right. Does Big O have a ring?
He has one late career with the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, best center in the league.
Yeah, but you saw the ring. Russ had KD. Maybe throw Russ into the top 30, and maybe throw Big O in the top 25.
So you honestly have Russell Westbrook higher than I thought you would have.
Yeah, as much as I love to hate him, he does some dumb stuff on the court. Like, he's still a baller. He still did stuff we haven't seen since the Big O,
Yeah.
He's been to the finals. It's not like he hasn't been there, It's a weird spot. I would have to deep dive and list players out to really know where I would have them, but it feels like you should be around that range,
Yeah, no, I mean, I agree. I honestly just thought you would have had Westbrook less and higher. But when I've deep dove and found out,
with that ring, he is probably a little higher. But it's early. I usually don't sleep in. I just woke up 15 minutes ago. So.
There he is. But no. So I went in and looked at it. Oh, here's our other guy. Wait. We spring him on.
My guy Beezy right there.
Beezy.
What it do?
There he is. Wait.
Oh, you're swagged up.
Turn it horizontal so we get a good camera angle. There he is. Yeah, we see you well.
I can't see myself. I don't see myself.
No worries. You look like $1 million. Don't worry about it. But all right. But Papa, just to finish this conversation real quick before we get started. Yeah, so I went in and looked at Big O's stats and kind of how his career went out. He was one MVP, one ring late in his career with considered the greatest center of all time, and the stats, they're really good. The triple doubles early, and then it's like the end of his career. Obviously, it dies out just like anyone else, but. Old heads will always tell you that you have to have the Big O right by the top 10. Right by the top 10 all time, right? But they would never tell you the same thing with Russell Westbrook. And I'm like, Big O was the Russell Westbrook of the 1960s.
Yeah, they might just be the same player if he wins.
Same player 50 years apart.
If Jokic somehow carries this team to a championship, it might be the same career.
Literally. So that's what we were diving into earlier. But I got so Beezy, how we doing today?
Tired.
Have you? You say tired? Have you played on Wanna before?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have. So first I gotta ask, where you from? Oh, your thumb is covering the screen a little bit. Sorry, I don't mean to be on you.
I'm in Atlanta, but I'm originally from Wisconsin.
Okay, Atlanta, originally from Wisconsin. I like that. They're very nice. Are you a Bucks fan or a Hawks fan?
I'm a Laker.
Okay, there you go. Hey, that's all four of us. I mean, so it's a sad day today for us four.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
Well, BZ, I won't ask you about the Lakers just yet, but I gotta ask, what's your so far on Wanna? What's your favorite feature? Is it the chat? Is it having spreads and over unders able to bet on player props? Talk to me.
Over under.
This
spreads over under.
That yeah. So normally in Georgia, gambling's not legal on apps, right?
At all.
At
all.
all.
Some is, ain't it? I believe so. Some is.
A few of them, but one is one of the main ones.
So
you can do
okay, so there's like the other daily fantasy sports app that have only player props, right?
Yeah.
But Wanna is the first one that's giving you the ability to take spreads, money lines, over unders, things like that.
And win you some money.
Yup, and win some money. I mean, $2 to 2,000. Have you seen any other app offer you something like that?
No.
It's unbelievable. I mean, have you told anyone else about Wanna?
I didn't tell a couple of people.
Yeah.
And my brother, I think he won a lot on there before he went to jail.
Oh damn!
And they took it from child support.
Oh,
yeah.
I was gonna say
he won like 15 grand, and they took it from child support.
And they took it for child support. God damn! Yeah. No bail money. They said give it. They said give it to.
That's what I was able for like 2,700.
I would think if you win, that goes instantly to bail. Get me out. But it had to go to the kid.
He was trying to send it over to me so I can go ahead and get it out for him. But by the time he tried to do it, they done took it for child support. He hit like twice. He didn't hit over 10 grand on there. And then they child support. Yeah, they were out.
That's a movie. That's a movie.
Yeah, wait, that's Tone. You might need to rewrite your script to your movie.
I think draft pick he hit for like 22,000. They got him for child support.
Oh,
brutal. Child support should be paid up by now.
He got 11 kids though. So, all of that. Yeah, he like boosted. He got 11 kids.
11 kids.
Yeah.
So that motherfucker just don't pull out. He just says, "Fuck it, we do it live."
Yeah, he's a real live Bigo.
Oh my god, man, that's so he's just he's a winner. He won, and it's just being taken away from him. I mean, damn, that's unfortunate, but I love it. You got any plays tonight, or are you a little in the dumps because of this Laker?
No, I got plays tonight. I got Aaron Gordon over 7.5 assist and rebound. And I got Cat over 27.5 points.
Okay. So you think we see a big moment from Cat tonight, Game 6?
He better give that moment, but I believe he will.
Yeah. Okay. So do you think Knicks win tonight, or does it go to 7?
Knicks win.
Oh, very nice. They go to Detroit and they win. Okay, I see you.
He's fading us, Lance.
He's fading us. But hey, I respect it. All right. Good
Tell
stuff.
me this before you get out of here, Beezy. Because I know you're from Milwaukee. It's crazy. I didn't know you was a Laker though. I thought you was gonna be like, yeah, Giannis. But the Lakers are in talks about getting Giannis, which is a good thing. Hopefully that happens. But tell me this. And for the people that's watching, he is Mike Beezy Badass on the Wanna Parlay app. I just looked up his account. I did get my promo funds for that lead. Just put that out there. But Beezy, so do you see us bouncing back next year though, the Lakers? And do you feel like we need to make major moves, small moves, or no moves?
Main thing I'm looking at is right now, I don't want it to happen, but I think it's probably about that time. LeBron's gonna retire.
You think this?
I'm not ready for him to at all. I'm not ready for him to at all. But you gotta look at it. He might retire.
There's no way he goes out. He's got to have a farewell tour. He's got to have one. There's no way he doesn't. So this might be the last year.
Yeah. But if we can get one good big man over there, I think we'll be all right.
Yeah.
We get a big man over there, I think we'll be all right.
I got a quick follow-up question.
I don't see Giannis coming over there. Because if I do, Giannis is not going to listen to LeBron. Giannis, look how long I ran Milwaukee. Why would I listen to you?
Hey, everyone knows LeBron's GOAT, James.
Yeah,
that's unanimous.
Oh yeah, look at Luke. Luke ain't listening to LeBron. Luke playing too.
It's true.
Luke said, I'm gonna take with LeBron. I'm gonna do right with LeBron, but I ain't gonna be. Hey, you gonna tell me to do this and do that? Hell no, I was doing this by myself already.
I see what you're saying. So, do you think we should have made the trade for Mark Williams with Connect?
I was looking at that. I think we should have, but I ain't know.
Connect zero minutes in the playoffs, and we needed a rim protector.
He didn't play at all.
0.
Damn.
Donut.
Kevin Hart said it to Don Chill. Damn.
And also, Lance, by the way, that's our guy Snow in the waiting room as well.
Let me bring him on.
We got Snow in the waiting room, and then we got Weebay is gonna join us in about a couple seconds as well. Lance, we're lit, man. We're lit.
Hey, let's go. The squad's here. Keep it coming. Let's talk ball.
Snow was at the parlay party as well. So shout out to Richie Snow for coming through the parlay party.
Here we go. All right, we're live. Can you guys hear us?
Yeah. And Leonard is hurt right now, right?
You guys, make sure y'all cut your cameras on and make sure you turn your phone horizontally so we can have the wide angle so you're all the way on. And
usually if you're on your phone, you can't see yourself, but I'll make sure you guys look good. Don't worry about it.
And Leonard is hurt, right?
Kawhi Leonard?
Hey.
No, he's not hurt. He's playing.
My bad. My boy Dame hurt.
Yeah, he popped his Achilles. He'll be out for next year and maybe have to retire, or if he wants to come back,
Kyrie?
What? Retire?
Yeah. No, like Kyrie?
Oh, yeah. Well, Kyrie's going to make a comeback because they got unfinished business there in Dallas. I mean, They got to see if that trade was worth it or not.
Didn't he tear his Achilles too?
No, he's ACL, but similar.
Yeah. But Lance, you got a good point, man. I think it's time to start talking about, what are Dame's real options. I mean, because man, Dame might have blew his stock this year.
Yeah, it might be over for Dame. He could come back.
Don't say that.
Hey, he's a small guard that relies on his athleticism, and he popped his Achilles, and you know how that goes for young guards.
That's why he should have been on the Lakers.
He should have been on the Lakers. I mean, goddamn, all of them. Get him over here.
You're saying real quick. You expecting Damian to go to the Lakers, Joe, after they just got an ass whooping with Anthony Howard?
Hold on, Let's set the floor real quick because you know what I'm saying we got more faces than we usually have on. Shout out to Mike Beasy on the check-in. Shout out to Richie Snow on the check-in, and shout out to Weebay. Everybody on the check-in. What we need though is take turns when talking because the audio comes out crazy when it's kind of over talking. We want everybody to be able to be heard and your opinions and point of views to be able to be heard. So if we see one of the boxes on green, that means that person is speaking. But go ahead, Lance, lay it out, man. Let's have some fun.
All right. I'm just gonna ask you guys a question, and each of you are gonna get an answer, and then you're gonna get a rebuttal. But you gotta make sure you focus on, make sure you remember
My bad, real quick, and before, because you guys might not know, but just for camming up everybody, just for showing your face on our podcast today, everybody gets a free entry on Wanna Parlay. So when you get off, as long as you have an account, which I think all three of y'all already have an account off my promo code, which is cool, but y'all gonna get a free entry today. It's gonna be a $2 entry slip, so you'll be able to enter the $2 contest and potentially win $2,000. Now check this out. When you guys give us your 2 picks today, which you already gave us yours, Mike. If your 2 picks hit, tomorrow we're going to give you a free $10 slip just for coming on and giving a winning parlay today. Had to put that out there. Go ahead, Lance. Got it. Legendary.
Okay. I'm just gonna ask a couple questions before the picks because I want to hear what the people are what we're thinking. Would you rather build around Anthony Edwards or Luka Doncic for the next 5 years?
Anthony Edwards, for sure.
We got one.
Speak on it, Weebay. And after Weebay, it'll be your take, Snow, and then Mike. But go ahead, speak on it, Weebay.
I mean, we gotta think about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, Lucas got his talent and the whole 9 yards, but just like I thought it was a mistake of them trading Anthony Davis for Lucas. Like, I thought, like, there's no way I would pick Lucas over Anthony Edwards. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got to think about the game that he just had against the Lakers. The man did work, hands down. The man sat there and walked through whole LA, letting it be known I'm gonna dog walk LeBron James and the Lakers. And actually did that shit. So it's like, with that being said, like, come on, man, like that's really unanimous right there. It should be.
He did shoot 5 for 19 in that game and got carried by Rudy Gobert and Julius Randle, but to each their own. Keep going.
Are you wrapped up with your take, Weebay, or you have some more to say?
I mean,
cooking, and I'll tell you.
Like, I'm gonna be honest. Like, me personally, I think Lucas is just like too slow for me, man. Like, honestly, like, so for me to pick out of him and Anthony Edwards, yeah, for sure, Anthony Edwards. We talking about a young, fresh talent. You know what I'm saying? Who really can be known as the future of the NBA, literally.
All right. Well, there goes Weebay. Lance, you got something to say before Snow takes the floor?
I will say, I mean, when Lucas sent him home last year, it's definitely a different discussion, and I feel like heat of the moment, I can see, but hey, Anthony Edwards is a great player, and I can't say you're wrong. So, who's next?
All right, Richie Snow. Yeah. And Snow, let them know where you're from, man. Let them know where you're checking in, where you're from, and what you represent.
Man, look, man, this Richie Snow, Mr. Full Seller, No Sell, RS Management. Y'all already know. Shout out to Tone the Goat. You know what I mean? Shout out to Renegade. Shout out to Wanna Parlay, baby. I almost licked in a little free parlay the other day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I realized I'm an old 3 picker. You know what I'm saying? Cause like when I go 5 and 6, it's like that one be messing me up. So, I kind of just got to play a bunch of 3s so I have enough points to win the tournaments. But, like, I really realized, like, that's really my niche on there. Like, I could pick 3. It always be that one more, you know what I'm saying? But on the topic, I got to go with Baby on a lot of that. Like, for sure. It was, and I'm really just speaking from a business point. I'm in the brand and I'm in the marketing. So I ain't even talking about hitting the floor. You know what I'm saying? Who's gonna make me more money? Anthony Edwards gonna make more money. Just as far as like the current year, when you look at the ball and then, like you said, the athleticism, all of that, 1-on-1, I'm picking Anthony Edwards. I mean, like I don't, you know what I mean? Luka got an it factor. Like you said, he sent him home, but you gotta look at who he had around him or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He had an opportunity now to show that he's that type of star because ain't nobody over there at the Lakers that was, he came in doing this thing, and that's what the hype was about. And he did what he had to do, but he didn't have enough gas. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have enough gas in the tank. If he'd have did, because that's all, if he'd have got past Anthony Edwards this year, and the Lakers could have did whatever else, then you got to be like, yeah, he did his thing, new setting, whoop whoop. But like you give him time and Luka gel. You know what I'm saying? It's just like over the 5 years. It's going to take Luka 2 of them years to catch a certain stride, and maybe you can recoup and get some bread on the back end. But, I mean, Edwards, bro, he a monster. Like you said, he going up. I think we done seen the best Luka. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's like, I think he going down the mountain. You know what I'm saying? More so than, like, it's not an up. It's not really I don't see a going back up. It's like, stop. Like I said, just looking at it from a business point, you know what I'm saying? Like, I you know what I'm saying? I got to go with Edwards. I'm willing to let that grow. I'm willing to put more into it. And I know I'm going to get mine back over time. Like, that's something I can let sit for 10. Anything you let sit for 10, you pretty much guaranteed to get the full return on it. And that's my real take on it from the business side, Edwards,
Snow, I wish I had some sound effects right now to drop some bombs. I mean, I think you just put off some light bulbs in people's head. You had a great perspective, and I'm glad you took not an on-floor or on-court perspective, but you took a business perspective, and man, you made some good points. Lance, after Mike, we're definitely gonna have to share our take on this because I got some words to say on this as well. But what's up, Lance?
Yeah, quick rebuttal. The only thing I have from the business perspective is, I mean, Luka in LA, you have two continents. He has all of Europe and all of North America buying his jersey. So really, from the business perspective, I would say, he's more global than Anthony Edwards. But, I do agree. There is, especially the decline in his stock. It does look like Luka's stock has peaked, but I believe we will really see this offseason, especially after the embarrassment of being traded from Dallas and being exited in the first round. This might be the most athletic Luka we've seen in his career. And, but that is a what if and whatever. That was a great point. Snow, I believe. I mean, that was a hell of a point. I salute you, my friend.
Shout out to Richie Snow.
Look, but on that take, on that take though, how the stars in the NBA go, kind of on deck. If you get the U.S., you get in China, bro. I understand other cats is bringing their country, but come on,
China's a given.
5 years.
China's a given.
I believe it would draw China in.
Yeah.
China loves all NBA. China loves the NBA.
Yeah.
Don't let them get a ship. I'm gonna take Anthony Edwards with China market in the U.S. market. Okay,
I do want to add this.
Right.
I do want to add.
Hold on, Weebay.
You'll get your rebate. That's what I'm saying. Make sure you remember.
I wish we had our referee here, Lonnie. Weebay, you'll have a flag on the play, but Weebay, we'll let you rebuttal real quick. But Mike Beasley, go ahead, take the floor. Anthony Edwards or Luka Doncic, which one would you like to surround a team around?
I am the evil henchman. I'm going with Luka. The reason why I'm going with Luka is because at the end of the day, no disrespect to us as we are, my folks gonna buy everything he got going over Anthony Edwards for a fact. And Luka, like you say, Luka has internationally, globally wide of everybody looking at him than just the USA. USA is looking at Anthony Edwards. We got the world looking at Luka whole totally different than what we see. That's my take.
That's your full take, VC. Okay, all right. I like that. And just for score purposes, right now we got one Luka and we got two AEs. And Lance, because I kind of know my brother, I know where you're gonna lean. I'll be the tiebreaker. Lance, I'll let you go next. You go ahead, take the floor, take your points.
Yeah, I'd go Luka Doncic. Obviously, we've seen the business perspective. He's global. I mean, all NBA players get China. China loves the NBA. China, and that's why you see the contracts that you see. I mean, remember, American viewership has gone down, and they've tried to rival the NFL for views, and it's not even close. How do they make all the money? China. It's they give them just incredible amounts of money, and then to add on top, you have all of Europe and all the Europeans that tie in with Luka. So that's the business perspective. But on the court, Luka Doncic, I would take over Anthony Edwards to lead my team as the one easily, because last game Anthony Edwards, he won a game going 5 for 19 from the field in the playoffs. I don't think Luka's ever been on a team where he could shoot 5 for 19 in a playoff game and his team would win. I know how good that team was last year or with the Mavericks, and, Kyrie did help, but it was all Luka. You saw him in that playoff series literally against Ant go absolutely insane. Yes, Kyrie assisted him and was part of kind of like a Robin, but Luka was Batman. Luka was definitely Batman and put up insane numbers. And was dropped off. What was his road? I gotta think more about the road. I know he beat the Timberwolves and OKC. He dropped off Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Remember, we call him the owner of that franchise now because of how well he plays against them, as well as the Phoenix Suns. Took them out, and it was like his run was incredible. So, and I've seen Ant win against, I guess, now Jokic, KD, that team wasn't great. I don't give him that many flowers. And now beat LeBron, but the inconsistency on offense, I think, is a little overrated on defense. It leads me. I'm taking Luka Doncic. He's a generational talent.
That wraps it up for you, Lance?
Yep.
Okay, before I get on mine, I see Snow raising his hand. Respectfully, Weebay was in front of you. What's up, Weebay? What did you have to throw in there?
I want to say this. Like, I'm not disagreeing with what everybody is saying about Lucas. Like, Lucas is a good player. You know what I'm saying?
Top three.
Lucas do have the world. You know what I'm saying? Looking at Lucas. But at the same, but see, that ain't no, me personally, I feel like that ain't no, like Anthony Edwards, that ain't nothing but like he gotta still grow. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Who's to say that Anthony Edwards can't get the same type of clout that Lucas has, if not more, including having the USA, including having other teams that will be looking at him and wanting him to be on his team to lead. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's no different from. I feel like that's no different from. Like, if I'm not mistaken, Lucas was in the league longer than Anthony Edwards, right?
Yeah.
So
2018 draft.
Right. So with that being said, you gotta like it's always time for growth. It's always some time for that. Like, you got like if we taking it back to some ancient history, you know what I'm saying? Remember when Michael Jordan was the greatest of all time in the basketball league? That's until Kobe Bryant started coming into the game and start showing his behind. Now everybody's looking at Kobe Bryant. Now everybody wants a pair of some Kobe's. Everybody wants to wear the number 8. Everybody wants to wear 24 when he changed his name, when he changed his jersey. You see what I'm saying? Like, that ain't no different from this situation. Lucas got a different country.
Hold on, Weebay. I'm sorry. I can't let you go any fucking further without me addressing this. Who the fuck is wearing 24 or 8 because of Kobe?
Huh?
I'll repeat. Who the fuck is wearing 8 or 24 because of Kobe?
Around the time that Kobe Bryant came out,
answer the simple question. Name a player. Who is wearing number 8 or 24 because of Kobe Bryant?
As a player?
Yes.
Oh no, I'm not talking about as a player. No. I'm talking about like just fan base, like as a fan. Like
the reason I'm saying this, because we slightly went over this, and this is no shade to Kobe, but I feel like Kobe's influence on the game is in different ways. Like, we wear his shoes respectfully, and that's something he left behind. People shoot the ball in the trash can and yell out Kobe. That's one of the things that transcended and Mamba mentality. But other than that, what is people wearing on their shoulders to carry Kobe's legacy the same way we see these armbands that came from Iverson, or the number 3 jersey that came from Iverson, or the cornrows with designs that came from Iverson? What is carrying on from Kobe's legacy that people are wearing like that? So I just want to stop that. And hold on, go ahead, Snow.
But see, look. Do what I'm gonna say on that, because I'm a real Kobe head. But you make a great point on that. But the reason is because Kobe never really established Kobe until like later. He was so much Jordan. Then LeBron came along and was so LeBron, and that's why we don't talk about Kobe in the GOAT talk, because like, yeah, he mimicked Jordan to the T, but almost like, you know what I'm saying? But I get you on the.
Yeah. You went out, Snow. Your audio went out a little bit.
Look, I wanted to get a real, but I want to.
You cutting
off a little bit.
Yeah, you cutting in and out for us.
But Snow, check this out. I'm gonna take my pitch real quick, Lance, and we can all revisit real quick. But for me, for the tiebreaker, we got 2 and 2. We got 2 for Luka. We got 2 for AE right now, so it's a tiebreaker. And
my audio.
Shockingly, can you hear me, Snow? I'm about to do my take real quick. Shockingly, I'm going with. Y'all know I'm a Laker. Y'all know I'm with the Late Show. Y'all know all of that. And this has nothing to do with Anthony Edwards being from Atlanta, but I would take Anthony Edwards for a few different reasons. And the more that I watch Luka now, and now that he's on my team, it's a part of the franchise that I support. You get to see all the goods and all the bads, because we watch him on a nightly basis now. And there are some things that irks me with Luka's game. There are some things that make me feel like I wouldn't pick Luka first to build a team around. And a few of them is, well, I'll start with this. from a business perspective, I think Anthony Edwards will probably finish his career just like the greats of the greats, the Michael Jordans, the LeBron James, the Kobe Bryants. And what I mean by that is Anthony Edwards will probably finish his career wherever with never having trade by his name. Luka Doncic got traded, and that's on his resume and legacy forever. And we don't know too many the goats of the goats. We talking about the goats, the Steph Currys. You just don't trade. You don't trade the greatest ones of ever. It just doesn't happen. And I hate to say it, but I slightly seen some of the reasons that Nico might have traded Luka. Just for one thing that gets on my fucking nerves, and everybody sees it, but one thing we don't do as LA fans, we're not about to just bash our own or just tear them down or just put the flaws on the spotlight. But goddamn it, Luka's defense is just fucking unacceptable. It is just beyond unacceptable. It's just like it had me looking like, damn, man, like he's so fucking phenomenal on offense, but god damn it, what the fuck? If you watch Luka's defense, it is like, I'm getting angry right now thinking about it. And this is one of our own, but god damn it, his defense is atrocious. First, and then Ant is younger. And Ant is in Minnesota. He's in fucking Minnesota making all of this noise. He's in fucking Minnesota making all of this noise. He's drawing the eyes and attention to a fucking Minnesota team. Most people leave that fucking city to get the attention. They leave that city to get some fucking media, press, and everything else. So, he's done a good job with that. Another thing, Anthony Edwards' shoes sell more. So if we're talking about marketability and this, that, and the third, I mean, Luka has a fucking Jordan contract, but even if you go look at what the Jordan contract is worth, it ain't fucking Anthony Edwards' Adidas contract. And then if you just look around and see what people are wearing, it ain't fucking Luka Doncic shoes. Let's just be fucking, what the fucking Jordans are we wearing outside of Jordan shoes himself? Like, ain't nobody going to get the fucking Tatums. Ain't nobody going to get the fucking Trae Youngs. Ain't nobody going to get the fucking Luka Doncic. Ain't nobody. Jordan Brand is just. And one thing I don't like about Jordan Brand is just, I don't feel like they give real personalized sneakers to their superstars. All the fucking Jordan Brand sneakers done the fucking Jordan logo so big where it just looks like Jordan sneaker. It doesn't look like a fucking Luka Doncic or Jason Tatum shoe or a Trae Young. That's another thing. Now, another thing. Anthony Edwards is making Gobert look like prime fucking Mutombo. I have to give him credit for that because I don't give a fuck. Even after that performance last night with Gobert, you're still shit. You're still fucking turds in the toilet, homie. Yeah, I ain't sold, but goddamn, AE got that boy looking goddamn it good. I cannot lie. I'm like, what the fuck? And a lot of that I know he finished with 15 points, Lance, and I'm looking at that as well, this, that, and third. But goddamn it, we double and triple team that boy. So for him to be sensible enough and poised enough and understand, let me get this to these teammates so they could perform, because goddamn it, they're smothering me. I have to add that in as a plus as fucking well. Now, a few last things on my take is Anthony Edwards is a grown fucking man with the grown man mentality. Luka Doncic crybaby shit be irking me. All of that fucking whining to the fucking ref. All of that fucking talking to the ref when you should be back on fucking defense. That is, whew. Now last but not fucking least, Luka Doncic is just too entitled. That's what I fucking feel. I don't know that comes from him being a foreigner. I don't know if that comes from him. I don't know, but he's fucking entitled as a fucking silver spoon kid. He is entitled. He expect the refs to give him every fucking call. God damn it, if you got hit and the ref didn't, motherfucker, just get the fuck back, bro. I'll leave it at that. I'll take Ant. That's my take, guys.
Want to thank you because you definitely pointed out some points that I was trying to add on before I got that flag. So, because that's the point I was trying to make when I was bringing up. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, that's the point I was trying to make when it came to Anthony Edwards. Like, he still has time to grow. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just pretty much what it is. But trust when I tell you, as long as the more people keep bringing up the name Anthony Edwards, that shit is going to go international worldwide. like hands down. Like I don't care what nobody's talking about. Anthony Edwards is by far the future of NBA. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion.
And lastly, and Lance, you could take it from here, but also, like Anthony is just more of a people's person. Like if you watch Anthony after losses and you watch Anthony after wins, I fuck with that mentality. You watch Luka after losses, you watch Luka after bad calls, you watch Luka after. It's just like, bro, you grown as fuck, bro. Like, bro, you looking like a toddler out there, all them fucking tantrums,
grown ass baby,
bro. Lance, take it away, brother.
I believe, is it Snow? Is it this? Yeah, Snow. I think he had a rebuttal. I don't know if he's cutting in and out though.
Yeah, I think it may be a service or something.
Yeah, I honestly, it looks that looks frozen to you guys, right? He looks frozen. Yep. Okay. Yep. Yeah. No, I mean, you guys make good points, and it's easy to. Oh, Snow. Oh.
Yeah, he got bad signal.
Yeah, he got back. So now I'm gonna mute him for now. You go ahead, Lance.
I was gonna say, I'm like, should I pull him out of the room and have him restart the app?
If he comes back on, it'll show. But I muted him for you, so we won't hear him from now.
Well, I wonder. I think that only mutes it for you.
Oh, it does it.
Yeah, I guess. Oh, there. Oh,
it's frozen on.
There you
go. No, you guys make great points. Another guy that was a huge crybaby to refs was, Magic Johnson. Another guy that was a huge crybaby to refs is my glorious king, LeBron James. Michael Jordan as well. Huge crybaby. It happens, especially when you get into year 7, 8 in the league and you start thinking, you're the guy. Crying to refs is just, I hate it, and I wish I could tell them to stop. And we all do. But other points that you made. I'm worrying too much about what the hell is going on here. What else did you say? The shoe thing. I'm not an Adidas guy. I never will be. I'll never buy Adidas, especially with how I've seen Adidas deal with business in the past 5 years. Definitely, I'm not an Adidas guy. And teach their own. That's not really important. And Ant Edwards. He's a great player. He's great. He's 23. Luka's 26. And if Luka's defense remains this bad and the team isn't constructed around it, it obviously is going to look horrible, and our team wasn't constructed. This loss wasn't about Anthony Edwards being better than one or the vice versa. Your camera's flipped, by the way, Weebay. I'm like looking at your legs right now.
Yeah, Weebay.
See you cozy in bed, my boy.
man.
Luka Doncic's defense is just not nearly as good as it should be. You really feel like it should be better. But if we had a viable rim protector, like last game, Rudy Gobert looked like fucking prime Ewing, prime Olajuwon, prime fucking whatever center you want to talk about. He actually looked worth his $200 million. He had 25 rebounds to go along with 20, or was it 20 or 25? No, 24 rebounds, 27 points. I don't think Rudy Gobert's done that in his goddamn life. Like, it was the game, his legacy game. Maybe his contract was worth it, and it was obviously because we just don't have a 5. We didn't have a 5 on the roster.
No, that's because of Ant. That's because of Ant, bro. That's because.
How could that be because of Ant? 9 offensive rebounds, 25, dominating the glass. I'm like, I just don't get. You're right. Actually, it is because of Ant, because he was 5 for 19.
I'm saying it ain't no cap, bro. That's what I wanted to say before my phone messed up. One, I'm giving my answer based on you saying over the 5-year span. You feel me?
Yeah.
I might go with Luka in the 3. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying you give him 5 years.
That's fair.
That's another reason. That's what I wanted to say too. Like the question is based on, hey, over the next 5 and building around. But we already see Luka need a team, and he can win with him. Ant, make a team. Give Ant 4 guys. I'm out.
Anthony Edwards, you're right. You guys are right. He did lead Rudy Gobert to have that game, because you have to have 9 offensive rebounds. You need an 0 for 11 from 3 performance from Anthony Edwards. You need a 5 for 19, like 15 points. Like, no great can pull that off. This is the same shit I get into arguments about Jason Tatum. He was 5-0 last playoffs, shooting under 40% from the field, or either 40 or 50, but one of those stats, it's right there. Like, these guys are on some damn good teams. The Minnesota Timberwolves roster was way better than the Lakers roster, and LeBron and Luka willing them to the 3rd seed, in the regular season. That's one thing, but Naz Reid averaged 13 points off the bench this series. The Lakers entire bench, 7 points. Like, the rosters, it was just a mismatch. They were bigger, they were stronger, they bullied us. Like, it was unfortunate. LeBron's a billionaire, 40 years old. He doesn't want to go bang down there with Julius Randle anymore. He's like, fuck that, bro. So that's why, it was unfortunate, and it's really easy right now to get, Anthony Edwards' his stock is at an all-time high. I mean, he was parading around LA just talking shit. I mean, don't get me wrong. I want to be, I understand where the love for Edwards comes from, but I'm like, I guess I haven't seen, we'll have to see after this run. I don't know if the T-Wolves win the next series. They play it. If they play the Warriors, they'll probably play the Warriors. Are you taking T-Wolves or Warriors?
I'm taking T-Wolves because I'm not a Warriors fan. I never jumped on that Warriors bandwagon.
I hate the Warriors. I hate the Warriors.
I'm a Lakers fan for real. I ain't never picking Golden State, though. I don't care who they play.
Why? Why? I would love to hear why. I would love to hear why, because I'm not going to throw shade at OKC, but I mean, I have to go to Warriors, but like, why?
Nah, I mean,
turn your phone sideways, turn your phone sideways.
I just feel like everybody jumped on the Golden State bandwagon. I mean, they had their thing. Like, they came out the blue. They did what they did. Like I said, I'm a Laker fan, man. It was a lot of trades. It's a lot of players they won't let us get. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm on the business side, so, I ain't going to talk about the back rooms, but just at the end of the day, like, I respect Curry and everything they do down there, but like, like my guy, like Curry did this thing, but oh boy, they were the Splash Brothers. Oh boy, really did this thing too, though. Who they finally traded or whatever, but
Play?
I'm just not a Curry. I'm just not a Golden State, a Golden State fan. I respect they play. But on the other thing, too, I jumped on Edwards last year. See, this ain't no new hype for me. Oh, boy, building his stock up bigger and bigger. You know what I'm saying? Like, he when he came through, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was a big thing. He was on a run, too. When him and Luka met, they both had done beat people who people felt like they shouldn't have beat. And you really can't knock the Durant credit, bro. You can't. That's Durant. You know what I'm saying? That's Durant's love.
I understand, but the Suns, we've seen the Suns. They weren't that good. The roster is just not deep enough for a 36-year-old Durant.
I'm just looking at superstar to superstar. He beat a top-notch Durant, and that's the thing that make you a superstar. You got to be able to encourage them players that done been put in because these other guys is injured. But at the end of the day, you on this team because you can do what you do. So if I'm gonna do what I do, just run your play. But the boy Edwards, he just on the up. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't saying Luka. And Luka, he in LA, we LA, so Luka better get some more rings. I mean, we with that. But yeah, man, like I just ain't, I'm taking the T-Wolves on Wanna Parlay. I'm a win too. I'm taking the T-Wolves over Golden State. I'm taking them with the spread. I'm taking them with the wins, and I'm taking them with the first score and no overtime.
Let me ask y'all this.
Well, since we gonna go there, Lance, can we go ahead and get to the meat and potatoes, man? Can we go over to today's picks? Can we go over these picks? And
wait,
these guys
Weebay wanted to say something. Let Weebay go.
Yeah, I was gonna ask y'all, like, this is just a random question. In a 3-pointer competition, Anthony Edwards or Steph Curry?
Curry. That's not the greatest shooter of all time.
Thank Curry, bro.
Okay. I'm just making sure y'all make the right decisions over here now. We're not going to say it like Steph Curry. We ain't gonna say it like Steph Curry can't make a 3-pointer at a full court range now. Like, I'm just saying.
Everybody doing that now, though. Everybody doing that now.
Anthony Edwards just learned how to shoot a 3 this year. What are we talking about? What are we talking about?
That's so funny. All right. Yeah. So should we hop into picks? Are we our two guests over here giving us two mans as well?
Yeah, Mike Beasley already gave us the 2-man slip again. Richie Snow and Weebay, you guys give us 2 picks. You're gonna automatically get you a $2 free entry into the on your Wanna Parlay account when you get off. It'll be on there sometime today, so you can enter that $2,000 contest. But give us a two-man pick. You cannot give us a Pistons gonna win tonight or Pistons gonna lose. We need a player prop or a spread or a total points combination. But just 2 picks, and if your 2 picks hit today, tomorrow in your account, you're gonna get a free $10 entry.
Let me pull it. I need to pull the app up to see what's going on. One of y'all already.
You can pull it up as we speak.
Yeah,
Weebay,
no
do
worries.
you have any picks available?
No, not right now. Let me see.
You got yeah, you guys take your time. No worries. I believe what did he give us? He gave us Cat for 27.5 points.
I think it's 22.5 points.
Okay. 22.5. No, that sounds right. I was gonna say because if they set the line at 27.5, I was gonna say that's pretty low. Yeah, fucking hell. So it was him and then who was
and Banchero? He said 7.5 assists plus rebound. No, not Banchero. Somebody assist plus rebound 7.5. Aaron Gordon.
Yeah,
Aaron
Gordon. Yeah.
Assist rebounds. Yeah. Yep. So and guys, just so y'all know, we got Knicks versus Pistons tonight, and we got Nuggets versus Clippers tonight.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at right now. I was gonna you say the spread count as the picks, or I need to go inside and see a player pick?
You can give us spread, and you can give us 1 player pick, or you can give us 2 spreads. You can't just give us which team is going to win the game.
Yeah, you can't just give us a heavy favorite. Is really what we're trying to avoid.
Okay. Well, no, I'm gonna give you on the spread. I'm gonna go with the underdog on the spread because that boy Kawhi geeking right now. Oh, did y'all say Kawhi out?
No, he's in it. He's playing.
Oh, okay. Kawhi geeking right now in LA. You know what I'm saying? You know how it is. I'm biased because one Lake.
Aren't we all?
I'm LA that. I'm gonna take them 6.5. I'm gonna take LA with the spread or whatever on the under or whatever, the little negative or whatever.
So you think they win by 7 or more tonight, Clippers?
Yeah, I got the Clippers going ahead doing their thing. I think the Clippers gonna win by 10 tonight.
Okay.
So I'm gonna take that. I'm making these, on the Knicks. I'm gonna go ahead and do. I mainly been doing these 3-pointers because a lot of these you say I can do team or it got to be player pick.
Give us a player pick or give us a player pick.
A player pick.
We'll see what kind of juice you got, Snow.
I normally go on the team though, the player I'm gonna take the boy Malik on the 3-pointers or whatever.
How many 3-pointers? Is it 1.5 or 2.5?
It's 2.5.
Over 2.5 threes?
Yeah.
Right.
He gonna make more than that.
All right, Richie Snow, we got you locked in for Clippers minus 6.5, and we got Malik Beasley over 2.5 3-pointers. All right, we got you locked in for that tonight. You're gonna have your $2 entry in your account. Weebay, you got yours ready?
So what I'm gonna do is this. When it comes to the Nugget and the Clipper game, are we going based on 3-pointers?
No, you can pick whatever
you want.
We just going by points, period.
Anything.
All right, so I got James. So I'm gonna say this: when it comes to that game, I'm gonna say because James Harden's last game, he had 22. I got him going up more than that this game. I got them going up more than this game. And as
Okay.
far as the Knicks and the Pistons game, I'm not going to lie. I've been looking at Cade Cunningham. I see him getting more than 26 this game for sure. I see him getting more than 26 this game, win or lose.
Okay, so we got Weebay for James Harden over 20.5 points tonight, and we got Cade Cunningham. He's taking the over on 27.5 points tonight. I actually love that James Harden line.
Hey, last game, James Harden had 11 points.
Wow, I kind of don't like that James Harden line. No, I'm just playing. But
And you gotta remember, he ain't the beard no more. His beard looking like mine now.
I'm trying to tell you, he is getting old, but that old age don't got nothing to do with his skills, boy. I'm telling you.
No, hey,
you better believe
I was just fact check. I was just making sure, because 22 last game. The last game was a blowout by the Nuggets. It was not good stuff from the Clippers. But yeah. All right, Harden over 22.5.
20.5 is actually the line on one. Harden over 20.5. Yep.
And then Cade over 27.5.
Yep.
Well, there it is, folks. There are the picks. Weebay and Snow just gave us a few locks, a few two-man parlays, and I can't wait to, be depositing $10 more in your guys' account tomorrow when these are winners.
For sure.
I appreciate you guys coming on. You guys are, that was great. It was great fun to debate the Luka and Ant Edwards, and we got to have you guys on again soon.
Hey, look, I do want to say this. We got to get back on. Like, I don't really like that stance you took on Kobe, Tone.
I was just about to say something.
Because of where the show going, hey, Lance, you got to get us back on. We got to do a why Kobe ain't mentioned in the GOAT now, because he is ex-stat. Now, his brand crazy. But like we say, though, Kobe had that whole China. Kobe had more China than U.S. Like, it was like, but I will say, you did make a good point. That I'm going to go in my bag. You showed me a little bit of your hand. He did try to mimic Jordan too much, and maybe that's not why he stands out as Kobe. But if you love Kobe, man, Kobe been Kobe. What you talking about, man?
I'm not going to say he mimicked Jordan. That's another conversation.
I'm not going to show any more of my hand because I see how you're doing now. I'm not going to prepare you for the debate.
We'll have you guys on again. We'll have you guys on again soon. We'll do another big squad debate.
Oh, for sure. I need parts of this. I need parts of this conversation.
I got time.
All right, that's awesome.
I'm ready to put you online now.
Hey, got us in our bag now. I'm trying to tell you.
Oh, hey! Once again, I appreciate you guys for coming on. We'll have you guys on again probably sometime next week to do this debate, and we'll talk. We'll talk Kobe. We'll talk more, and we'll go from there.
Let's do it.
All right.
For sure, man. Much love to y'all, man.
Adios.
Yes, Sirski.
There it is. Absolute legends, man. That was funny stuff. That was funny
intense
stuff.
Man.
Yeah, that was good stuff. That was a real heat check. That was good stuff. I had my back against the wall. I only had the old head, right? I only had the old head going. Oh, no worries. All right. So we went 4-0 the first day and 0 for 6 the second day. Horrible stuff from your boy. We just had a bunch of people on. We've been running a long show.
Yeah, Lance. So we're gonna go over ours real quick.
Yep.
For sure. Yeah, I got a long list too, man. I put them in, Lance. For anybody that you're watching, look, I'm telling you. First, let me speak on my brother Lance. He went shitty yesterday. So you know what he's gonna do today? I would say tell him. One thing we don't do is just have 2 shitty days in a row. Plus, this is one of my betting tips. It is easy to blow a parlay when you're betting on your own team. Tonight, our team isn't on the board, so we're probably going to strike gold tonight. I'm just going to put that out there.
Exactly. What he said. No, but I'm looking at a couple of these. Yeah. I really want to put Pistons to win the game, but I feel like that just might That might be being too ambitious. That might be doing too much. So, yeah, I'm just finaling out a couple picks, and we'll be good to go. Taking Jokic over points. I mean, in this spot, it's going to be back against the wall. They're going to be fighting the Clippers. So, and then Big Zoo, I feel like over rebounds. Oh. Maybe, I don't know. Oh, here we go. I'll take this one. That's locks. All right. There we go. All right. First, I got Jalen Brunson over 28.5 points. I think he's going to get a high usage rating, especially with the last game being him being a dud and only scoring 16, going 4 for 16. Like, he's going to bounce back and be better than that. And I have him clearing 28.5. Next, Josh Hart. I have over 9.5 rebounds. Like I said, slow game from the Knicks. These guys are going to be trying to close this game out in 6. They do not want to see a game 7 because they know what happens when you let it get to game 7 via the Pacers. Remember that last year? Game 7, Madison Square Garden, blown out by 30. They don't want to do that again. Next, Cade Cunningham, over 6.5 rebounds. I have his over on rebounds because he's 6'8". He's going to be there in the paint. He's going to be trying to control this game. He's going to be rebounding like a mongrel. And I feel like him getting to 7 rebounds ain't asking for too much in a playoff game. Next, I got OG Anunoby over 1.5 steals. This guy's a freak on defense. I honestly get this at a discount. So that I feel like I have to take that line. That just stared at me. Next, Nikola Jokic over 27.5 points. This is why the guy's great. It's going to be game 6. He's going to be balling. He's going to be feasting. He's going to be trying to will his team to not have to go back to game 7 because they know from last year, game 7 against the Minnesota Timberwolves, they were up 20 and ended up choking that lead and, ended up losing. Crazy stuff. And then last but not least, I have steals and blocks, Nikola Jokic over 2.5. He's going to be active. He's really good at the steals, even though he's not a great one-on-one defender. He's great at steals, playing off the ball, getting a block, getting deflections, being active with his hands. So that's last but not least. They're my picks.
All righty, Lance. I like those, man. Definitely the Josh Hart. I think he definitely should come out playing some scrappy ball tonight. So should clear those rebounds. All right, so I'm gonna start from the top, man. I got a wide variation of picks tonight. You know what I'm saying? I definitely went into my surgical bag for you guys. I brought out my scalpel and my the freak that thing is called the whatchamacallit the cold shit that touch your chest and you listen to the heartbeat. Yeah, I got surgical. So we're gonna start with the Pistons. Pistons money line W. Pistons minus 1.5. Pistons over 213.5 total points. Pistons. This is a sneaky one. Overtime. Yes. Pistons. Overtime. Yes. Pistons first half win. Denver W. Denver plus 6.5. Denver over 211.5. Cade Cunningham over 27.5. Jokic over 22.5 assists plus rebounds. Jokic over 22.5 assists and rebounds, and then back that up with pause. Don't back that up, but back that statement up with Zubac over 15.5 assists and rebounds. That means that the Goliaths are going to clash tonight. It is going to be a scrappy war in that paint tonight. Trust me. So I said Jokic over 22.5 assists and rebounds and Zubac over 15.5 assists and rebounds. James Harden over 14.5 assists and rebounds. Aaron Gordon over 7.5 assists plus rebounds. Batum is going to get out there and knock down 2 threes. Over 1.5 threes for Batum. Westbrook under 1.5 threes. Jamal Murray over 2.5 turnovers. Westbrook over 2.5 turnovers. These some sneaky ones for y'all. Then we're going to creep over to baseball. If you've been paying attention to my baseball sweeps, I've been hitting home runs left and right. So I put a little more on the slate tonight, a little more on my plate because we are going to eat. Twins, minus 1.5. Twins, W. Rays, Tampa Bay, Rays, W. Mets, W. Brewers, W. Rangers, W. Phillies, W. Tigers, W. Giants, W. And one for the hockey to go for the road. Vegas Knights, W. There you have it, Lance.
Wow. Yeah, Vegas closing it out in 6 against the Minnesota Wild. Hey, a lot of people would agree with you. A lot of people have Vegas going to the Cup, so I like it. And all those baseball, I mean, you named a lot of good teams, so I can't imagine they're playing in teams that are better than them. So, hey, I like where you went. I like where your mind is. And, yeah. I believe that's all, folks. This was the Wanna Parlay Podcast. Home of everything Wanna Parlay, the proud father of the $2 parlay and the world's richest parlay, where every day people are turning $2 into $2,000. Today was a great show, a long one, a lot of content, a lot of stuff was talked about. We were joined by, will you rattle off the names of who we were joined by? I got a Snow, Weebay.
Well, first off, shouts out to Papa, Lance. Shouts out to Papa.
Oh yeah, Pops.
But, yep, and then shout out to Weebay, shout out to Richie Snow, and shout out to Mike Beasy Badass.
Yep, Mike Beasy. He was dripped up. He had his swag on. That was good stuff. But yeah, no, great show today. Thank you to those guys for coming on, and we'll be back at the same time. Scheduled. We'll be back at the same time Monday, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific, celebrating more Wanna winners, updating you on the latest Wanna leaderboards, and talking about all things sports. But there may be a surprise show coming this weekend during the day. Me and Tone will still talk about it. So make sure you turn on the notification button. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment, and do all of it, because that it helps our channel tremendously. And as always, we appreciate your guys' support. Tone, you got any final messages?
Most definitely. You guys do not be no assholes. Take 5 minutes of your day to day and go hop into LeBron James's DM and tell him great season, King, because he fucking deserves it. Other than that, man, we are the only podcast that gives away those $2 just to show your face on our podcast. If you show your face on our podcast, we'll give you a $2 entry on the Wanna Parlay Podcast app, and if you hit that, you get another free $10. Other than that, man, download Wanna Parlay if you want to parlay. It's no other way.
That's all, folks. That's all. Adios. We'll see you next time.